Let me show you how to add to your inventory. Adding to your inventory in Cellsmart POS is the same as you would physically in your store. You would contact the vendor, and then you make a purchase of a few items. In order to make a new purchase, go to New, then Purchase. Here you can select the vendor that you're going to be making the purchase from. I can go ahead and select eBay here. But if you don't have a vendor, you can go to New, then Vendor, to create that new vendor. Since I already have my vendor, I'm going to go ahead and cancel this. And then I'm going to enter the items that I'm going to buy from this vendor. Let's say we're going to buy an iPhone 6. Since iPhone 6 does not exist in my product list, if you see here it says this product does not exist, do you want to create it? Sure, let's create it. The category is going to be a serialized item, a GSM phone. I'm going to count it as activation. It's going to be applied tax. The selling price is going to be, let's say, $700. Cost price $600. And here to the right where it says barcode, we wouldn't enter a barcode. This is not where you would enter the IMEI. This is the actual product of the iPhone 6 we're creating in order to purchase it from eBay. So let's click Save to create this item. And now we can buy an iPhone 6 from eBay. I'll go ahead and delete this. And now we can also just enter iPhone and select it from our list of products that do exist. If you scroll all the way down here, we'll be able to find the iPhone 6 we just created that is out of stock. If there's any items that you don't have in your product list, just enter the name, click enter. It's going to ask you if it exists or not, and then you go ahead and create it. Let's add this item to our invoice. And because it is a serialized item, it's going to ask us for a serial number. Since I put the quantity of 1, it's going to ask me for 1 serial number. If I would have put 10, it would have asked me for 10 serial numbers, which can be an IMEI or a DEC number, something that's unique. Let's click Save here, and this iPhone is added to our invoice. Let's say I also want to buy an iPhone 6 charger. This product also doesn't exist, so let's go ahead and create it. The category is going to be itemized. Let's say accessories, itemized. We have a charger category here, so let's put it under chargers. It's not going to count as activation. We are going to apply tax to it. And the selling price, let's say, is going to be $10, and we buy it for $3 usually. And since it is an itemized item that doesn't have a serial number, we can go ahead and also enter a barcode. And click Save. Now if you notice, the item code is 1003. If I go ahead and delete this item and I put in the barcode I just created for that product, it's automatically going to show me this iPhone 6 charger product that I just created with that item code 1003. Let's put that I'm going to buy 5 and add that to the invoice. And notice now it didn't ask me for any serial number because it's not serialized. It's an itemized item. We can go ahead and keep on adding more stuff into our inventory. Let's add a case. Let's see, we have BlackBerry protection case out of stock, so let's add that. Add 5 and add that to the invoice. Now I didn't enter a cost price, so it's going to warn me So let's go ahead and cancel this and enter a cost price. It's going to cost us $5. For the other products, it did not ask me for a cost price since I already defined that in the actual product. But let's say we have this iPhone 6 that we're buying for $600, but we found a better one. Let's just add this case to our invoice. And let's buy another iPhone 6, but for a different price. This time the cost price might change, so we can go ahead and change that. Let's say it's $500 now. Let's enter an IMEI since it's serialized. And here you can see we bought two iPhone 6 at different cost price. And they're both going to be selling for the same amount. And that profit is going to be reflected in my reports. Let's go ahead and save this purchase. And it's going to take you to the payout window. If you're not using cash from the register, you would enter the whole amount in previous amount. If you have some kind of terms with your vendor, that you're going to be paying, maybe you're going to be paying him in 30 days or so, you would enter that in terms amount. This way the due amount is saved with the vendor, and then later you can enter that you paid him. Let's click save. And those items have been added to my inventory. Just to check, we can go up top where it says inventory, then serialized inventory to check for those phones. I put them under the GSM phone category. Let's scroll down a little bit. And here we can see we have an iPhone 6 and we have two of them. If we click and go in further, we can see that we have both of them here. They were both bought from eBay. They had different cost price, so they're going to have different profits. And if we need to edit any of them, we can do so here. Now let's make sure that our iPhone chargers were also added. A quick way to find out if they're in stock is to try to sell it. Okay, there it is, iPhone 6 charger, and we have 5. And that's how you add to your inventory in Cellsmart POS.